So I decided to make this video today about the Cayo Perico heist in GTA Online because there is so much confusion surrounding it. Players are really confused gathering the intel for the Cayo Perico heist on the island. The game does sort of give you a little tutorial to do it, but after that it sort of says, hey, go around the island, take photos of whatever you find, and it can be really tricky actually trying to find all the things and not really knowing what they do. What's going on, Fantagar? My name is Fantagar. Welcome to my video where I explain to you exactly what you need to do to gather the info and scope out the island effectively. Now, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell because I am smashing out GTA content for this DLC. Guys, down in the comment section, let me know if there's something that you want me to make a guide on, something specific for this DLC. And guys, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button so this video can get to a wider audience. Alright everybody, let's get to it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Now, the first thing in making this whole scenario easier is, of course, experience. The more you do this, the more you're going to understand the system that Rockstar has put in place. Look, I don't even know if Rockstar actually knows the system that they've put in place. Regardless, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Now, lucky for us, there is a really good planning screen on the submarine. It really shows us all the things we've collected so far. It shows us things that we might have missed out on. So this really helps. Now, it is very important to note that when we start the heist, some things are actually going to be remembered from the previous heist, and some things are going to be reset. Now, every time we start a new heist, we're going to have to gather the intel, find the secondary targets, and find some of the points of interest. Now, thankfully, after we find the infiltration points, the escape points, the compound entry points, and some of the points of interest, the power station and the control tower, these will be remembered for every heist that we do going on in the future. Now, to make this easier and kick the guide off, we're going to take a look at the intel that always stays the same first. Now, the first category of intel we're going to be looking at is the infiltration points. And the infiltration points is where we can actually enter the island while doing the heist. So there are 8 of them, and they all are pretty different from each other. Now, the infiltration points are all of the white triangles that you can see on the map right now. Now, if you just complete the initial setup, which the game sets to you, you're going to have the airship, the halo jump, and finally the main dock, as they are the ones that you have to scope out for the mission. All the other ones you will actually have to go to the set location and take a photo of them. I'll show you that right now. Alright, with the infiltration points out of the way, guys, let's take a look at the escape points. Now, there are 4 of these, and again, they will be the white triangles on the map. Again, you would already have searched the airstrip, the north dock, and the Costicar, as that is your submarine, which, you know, you have to do the heist. Alright, up next we have all of the compound entry points, which you can see here as the little white triangles. Now, you don't actually find these ones by going around the island and taking photos. Instead, you have to go over to the control tower, hack it, then you're going to have access to the Sightseer app. Now, some of these cameras that you're going to be able to access, you can actually pan them left and right, in which you'll be able to unlock all of these entry points. Now there are two things that we need to scope out in the points of interest section that always stay the same. First off, we have the power station, and then we have the control tower. They are both located at the top of the map and represented by the white diamonds. Alright, now we're going to take a look at the intel that changes every time we start a new heist. And it is none other than the item that we need to steal from the safe, which gives us the mass amount of money. Now when you're starting up the heist, the game will actually make you do this. You're going to have to come to the island, you're going to have to go to the communications tower and hack it. Then you're going to have access to the Sightseer app where you can see what's in the safe. Up next, we're taking a look at the secondary targets, which actually consist of extra stuff that we can steal on the island. This is cash, weed, cocaine, gold, and paintings. Now it is of my belief that the highest one is the lowest value and the bottom one is the highest value. So paintings sell for the most and cash sells for the least when you go to sell when you complete the heist. Now you will often find these in the same location, however they might actually change what is inside the actual shed. Because of this, they actually reset when you start a new heist, so you do have to come and scope them all again. Now when taking your photos, and there are two different benches right next to each other, make sure you take a photo of both, otherwise you're only going to get the credit for one. Now, I think the only place that we can actually find gold and paintings is via accessing the security cameras, panning through them here, and as you can see in this room, there was gold and there was artwork. Now, two of the points of interest, being the power station and the control tower, stay every time you restart the heist. But the bolt cutters, the grappling equipment, the guard clothing, and the supply trucks all reset every time you finish the heist. Now it's important to know that you don't actually have to find all four of these that it states are on the map. They are optional, you don't actually have to get them. Now the reason that these points of interest can be pretty difficult to get is they actually spawn in all different locations. So the bot cutters say I found 2 out of 4, but in reality there's actually something like 8 different spawn locations for them. Okay, so now you know what you want to look for. Now it's time to show you where to look for them. Rather than me wasting your time, I'm going to show you a little map of all the possible locations for all of the secondary targets and all of the points of interests. Here we have a map which I will link in the description by Mimi, who has been an absolute boss, guys. He is showing us where we can find all of these things. So a big thank you and a big shout out to Mimi. What a legend. Alright everybody, with that out of the way, I hope this has made doing this heist a little bit clearer. I now hope that you'll be able to gather the intel and scope out the island way more effective than you were doing beforehand. Now gamers, if you do want to see more tutorials like this one, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell button so you'll be notified when I upload brand new videos and become part of the Fantagar army. Alright everybody, thank you so much for enjoying the video. If it has helped you out, make sure to leave a like and we'll see you in GTA Online.